Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dan Mariaschin. I'm Executive Vice President of B'nai B'rith International. I see I have seasonal colors for the folder. Yeah, seasonal. It is the season. I'm very pleased to welcome you to a very special evening for B'nai B'rith. After all, how many organizations can say that they are 170 years old? And with this, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. With this unique status, we are proud and delighted to celebrate that achievement this evening. We thank our hosts for the evening, Ambassador Busso van Alvensleben and Bernd Reindl, Consul, Head of Political and Scientific Department and the Consulate staff, who coordinated the details, and Lufthansa German Airlines for their sponsorship. Thank you. Now, you have some materials on your chairs, if you would look, or you may have picked them up as you took your seat. One is a brochure that we call The Map, which is B'nai B'rith's impact around the world and through history. This is the best way we feel to demonstrate our place in history and the world today. It contains a timeline of historical events beginning in 1843 with our founding and our place on every continent, both historically and in 50 countries today. You also have the book, Building a Better World, U.S. Presidents Salute B'nai B'rith. This book has quotes about B'nai B'rith from all the United States presidents, from Grover Cleveland right through to President Barack Obama. I'd like to take a few moments now to recognize some very special guests who have joined us. First, Natalie Hartmann-Trapasso, who's Director, Public Affairs for the Americas with Lufthansa German Airlines. You can stand. That's a good way to do it. Thank you. Mark Hetfield, who is CEO and Director of HIAS, the Hebrew Immigrant Aid Society. Mark, where are you? Joining us earlier this evening, and he had to leave to go to another event, was the CEO and the Executive Vice Chairman of the Conference of Presidents of Major Jewish Organizations, Malcolm Hohenlein. Michael Miller, who is Chief Executive Officer of the Jewish Community Relations Council of New York. Michael, are you here? There he is. Thank you. And Carol Kahn Strauss, the Director of the Leo Baeck Institute. Carol, an organization that B'nai B'rith shares a very strong historical relationship with. Thank you for coming. And Professor Cornelia Wilhelm of Emory University. She's an author, a historian, the author of The Independent Orders of B'nai B'rith and True Sisters, Pioneers of a New Jewish Identity. Where is Professor Wilhelm? Would you stand? There's a special place in B'nai B'rith's heart for Cornelia Wilhelm because her book tells the story of the impact and influence that B'nai B'rith had on creating a civil society not only in the Jewish community, but in the United States, especially in that period from 1843 to 1914. Very important period of time. And Cornelia, thank you for joining us tonight. Rita Rosenthal is here, an inductee to B'nai B'rith's Center for Community Action's 170th anniversary tribute to volunteerism. Rita, where are you? Rita is a member of the Leo Baeck unit. She volunteers every week at the Nagel Avenue Y in New York, and she is, and I think I may say this, she is 102 years young. So. Well, we're deeply appreciative to our hosts for allowing us to use this wonderful space for this event tonight. And that gives me also the great pleasure and honor of introducing Ambassador Busso van Alvensleben, who has served as Consul General of the Federal Republic of Germany in New York since 2011. We're grateful for his support of this program and his participation. In January 2012, he addressed the B'nai B'rith International Program held at the Consulate in conjunction with the United Nations International Remembrance Day. He's had a long career of diplomatic service, including the position of ambassador to Sweden and ambassador to Ireland. From 1985 to 1987, he served as counselor at the German Embassy in Israel. It is my great pleasure to introduce Ambassador Busso van Alvensleben.